Cryo, and I'm here today to talk to you about how to wake up your butt. So in the last video, part one of this video, we talked about sleepy butt syndrome, what it was, what problems it caused, and how to know if you have it. So go back and watch that video and see if you have a sleepy butt, and then come back here and we're gonna do the exercises. We're gonna talk about 3 muscles today and work on 3 muscles today. The gluteus maximus, which is your hip extensor, moves the leg backwards, and the gluteus medius, which is your side butt, and your gluteus minimus, which is under that, it's a smaller one. All of those compose the gluteal muscles, and they all need to be strong to be able to work efficiently to help support your back and to help you walk and everything. So the exercises today that we're going to do are meant for someone who really does have a glute weakness, that you're really not feeling it click on, that it really feels weak to you. So we're going to start with these kind of basic exercises so that you can build up to the stronger exercises like lunges and squats and jump squats and leg presses and deadlifts and all those kind of things. All right, so we're going to start there. The other thing that these are good for is if you have bad knees, these are the exercises you can do instead of squats and all those other hard ones so that you're not going to damage the knees. All right, so we're going to put your mind in the muscle, get that muscle really working and starting to fire again properly, and anyone can do these exercises, even if you don't have a sleepy butt, just to help tone your butt up. So what you're going to need today is an exercise band. So this is just a TheraBand that I get from optp.com. This is a latex-free band. I like the latex-free bands because, one, they untie a lot easier than the latex bands that are kind of like balloons. These are a little bit thicker, they tend to wear a little bit longer, and I don't know, I just really like them to make things a little bit easier for you. This is a medium heavy band. You can do any resistance that you want. If you want to start with a lighter band, go ahead and do that. They have like yellow, green, blue, or like yellow, green, red, blue, black, silver, all those. They're very tough when you get in that silver and gold region of the bands. Okay, so all you're gonna use this band, we're gonna use that near the end. And then if you have any neck or postural changes, if you're rounded in your upper back, you may need something to go under your head so that when you're laying on your back, you can keep your head in line with your body. You don't wanna be laying back with your head hanging back on the mat so that you can damage the neck. Don't want that. So get yourself some blocks, figure out which one is going to be the one to make your head level with your body, and you're good to go. Okay, now first one we're going to do, pretty easy. All you're going to do is lay on your stomach. We're going to kind of go in a progression here, so we're starting with the easiest one first. Okay, so come onto your stomach, and you can just rest your forehead down on your hands. I'm going to keep my head up so you can hear me talking clearly. Just have your legs parallel, and all I want you to do is just put your mind in that muscle, squeeze the butt, and then relax. Now I want you to pay attention to which muscle maybe kicks on first, what muscle doesn't kick on. Pay attention to that. And then once you get a few squeezes in, squeeze the glutes, lift the legs off the mat, just a little bit, and lower down. Squeeze the glutes, lift the legs. The thighs will just hover. You're not trying to get into the low back here, so don't be lifting the leg way high up off the mat. Just a nice little squeeze. Your tummy's in, so you're pulling your belly in to keep your back supported, and then just lower down, okay? And you're gonna, go till you start to feel a little bit of fatigue. And last time, just squeeze, lift the legs. Okay, that's all there is to that. Very easy exercise, but it's a great way to really focus your mind into that muscle. Okay, next one, the glute bridge. Who doesn't know how to do a glute bridge, right? But maybe you need to focus on this a little bit more intense so you can get your glutes to really fire. First thing, have your legs parallel so there's a little space between your legs. Have your feet aiming front, so don't be toe out here and knee out. Feet are facing the front. And then I want you to have your heels close enough to your butt that when you press down, you can feel a little bit of a lift in your pelvis. So just put a little pressure in your heels, and if you immediately feel your tailbone start to lift off the ground, you know you're in the right spot. Have your arms down by your sides, tuck your shoulders underneath you so you have good posture. Don't have your shoulders rounded off their mat or your head hanging back. Chin is tucked, shoulders are open. We always maintain good posture no matter what we're doing, okay? Take an inhale, you're just gonna exhale. Squeeze the butt first, that's my hint, and then lift right up, okay? So most of the time you just start, you're just lifting and lowering, and there's really no thought going into it. So if you have a weak or sleepy glute, you're gonna wanna fire that muscle first. Tell the brain it's gotta contract, and then lift up into the movement, okay? So do that little squeeze, and then lift. Okay, squeeze, lift. Make sure you're coming up high enough that you open up the front of the hip. Your hips are in line with your knees. It's like an inclined plane, or going that way, inclined plane. And then lower it down. Now to make this a little harder, you might want to grab your band. As you progress, then you can put the band over your stomach, press your hands down into the floor, and take an inhale, and then exhale, just press up into the band and lower down. You can totally adjust how much resistance you get by how tight the band is over your pelvis and lower down. Okay, so easy enough. You can also use a weight. You can use a handheld weight there, cuff weight, or a little handheld weight. Now, if you've decided from that last video that you have one glute that's weaker than the other, so right glute's stronger, left glute's kind of sleeping around, then you want to have to do the single leg bridge, which is our next exercise. So same exact exercise, except you're going to bring one leg up into this tabletop position, or you can have it straight, whichever you prefer. I like the bent knee, kind of keeps the pelvis balanced, and everything's a little bit more relaxed through here. And then you're just going to push down, lift up, and lower down. Okay, I'll do it on this side so you can see. Press down and lower. You want to keep the pelvis nice and level. Pull your belly in. Exhale when you lift. And lower down. And then what you're going to do, if you have a weak side, you're going to do more reps on that side than you do on the strong side, because the strong side is already strong, so you don't really need to work it too much. And then we're going to come onto our forearms and our knees and do what I call pizza lift. It's hip extensions, still working the gluteus maximus. Come down on your forearms to protect the wrists, so you don't, if you have wrist problems, this should be good for you. And then you're going to bring one leg up, bent knee, knees in line with the hip. Flex your foot and pretend there's a pizza laying on your foot. And then bring that knee down, touch the floor, then lift that pizza back up. Lower it down, touch the floor, lift up. Now, I'm keeping my stomach drawn in to protect my back. I'm not letting my head hang down. I'm making sure I'm kind of looking at my hands. I'm bringing the knee down, and I'm not twisting the hip as I'm coming up. I'm keeping the pelvis nice and level, squeezing the glute as I lift. Really get a good squeeze there at the end. And I'm going nice and slow. Try not to go too fast when you do exercises. You're not going to get a good, good contraction of the muscle, and especially when we're trying to wake a muscle up. You got to go slow and really contract so all the fibers start to kick in. All right, the next one we're going to do, you need your band. Okay, now put your feet together. What I'm going to recommend is that you do not double wrap this. Okay, I see people all the time do that. Don't do that. One wrap. And then you tie it in a knot. So I do one, okay, legs are together. This is tight. And then one other little knot through there. Okay, that's it. Throw the tails to the side. All right, now you're gonna come down on your side, come all the way down. This way your spine is in good alignment. I lost my mic, so it's rolling all around here. And then just have your legs line up underneath your hips. Keep that bottom leg nice and straight, and then you're gonna point up and lower it down. Now we're using the gluteus medius and the gluteus minimus here, the side butt, okay? That helps keep the pelvis level when we're walking. And lower down. So if you have back pain, this is a great one to focus on. And if you have balance problems, this is your guy, okay? Now, so you're gonna lift up. Now notice when I come down, I'm not coming all the way down and relaxing that band. I'm gonna stay pushing into that band so there's tension on the band as I go up and as I come down. And before it releases, I wanna go right back up again, okay? From that, we transition right into hip circles. This is a Pilates exercise. You're just gonna lift that band up or that leg up to hip level and then circles. And they're tiny. Make sure you're breathing. And then reverse, go the other way. Okay, and that's all there is to that one, nice and easy, okay? Now, let's get into a little climb. You're gonna bring that band right up above your knees, bend your knees, have your heels together, make sure your hips stay stacked, don't let it roll forward, don't let it roll back, keep it right in the middle. I put my hand there, keeps me honest, and then I'm just gonna open up that knee and lower it down. And here's your speed, nice and slow. Squeeze that butt, lower it down. You're gonna get a little bit of hip rotators, they lay under the glutes, but you also get some of the glutes to respond here as well. Gonna exhale and release. And that's all there is to that. And then you'll come up and try to untie your band. Okay, now how many? People always ask me that. How many reps do I do? I can't tell you because I don't know exactly how strong your glutes are. But what you can do is go to fatigue. You want to start to feel that muscle get a little bit tired and start to feel a little bit of a burn in there, so you know you're kind of really stressing that muscle, so it's going to get some build after you when you're on your rest days. All right, so that's all there is. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. After you do them for a while, if you notice a strengthening going on, give me a message so I know that you're doing great. And if you'd like to come to a class, I'd love to see you. I do classes all week. Just click the link in the description box. It'll show you what schedule I'm running. And if you have any questions, definitely ask. If you have ideas for videos, I'd love to hear them. And I hope to see you next time. So have a great day. Bye.